JayDaYoungan's devastating and brutal murder in 2022 shook the rap world to its core, leaving fans and industry insiders alike in disbelief. But the shocking part wasn't just his untimely death, it was the relentless pursuit of vengeance that followed almost immediately after. Allegedly, his crew began seeking retaliation less than an hour after he was gunned down, and this would set the stage for an even larger criminal investigation. Now, his close associates are facing the full force of a Rico case, further exposing the deep, violent undercurrents that ran through JayDaYoungan's hometown of Bogalusa, Louisiana. Bogalusa, a small town with a population barely reaching 10,000, is tucked away in the remote corners of Louisiana and doesn't often make headlines. But it harbors one of the highest crime rates in the country. And for a few hours on July 27, 2022, it became ground zero for a violent conflict that would escalate far beyond what anyone could have anticipated. JayDaYoungan, known for his gritty lyrics and rapid rise in the rap scene, had been dealing with serious legal battles for years. However, by mid-2022, he was momentarily free. After pleading guilty to a gun charge in June, he was released on supervised probation, and his fans were eagerly awaiting his new music. But that fateful day, Jay was simply relaxing, enjoying some downtime with his father outside a house in Bogalusa, sipping drinks. The peace was shattered when a truck pulled up, and 3 armed men emerged, opening fire. In the chaos that ensued, Jay's father returned fire as they both attempted to flee to safety. Yet, the situation worsened when 2 more shooters emerged from behind the house, adding to the barrage of bullets. Tragically, JayDaYoungan was struck multiple times and later succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. However, the violence didn't end with his death. As police scrambled to investigate, mere minutes after Jay's passing, another shooting erupted elsewhere in the city. This time, the gunfire targeted a vehicle in traffic, but, fortunately, no one was injured. Authorities quickly connected the dots. This second shooting was likely tied to Jay's murder. Despite the police presence and the investigation underway, Jay's crew was allegedly still out on the streets of Bogalusa, seeking revenge. Later that night, another round of shots rang out at a separate residence, though once again, no one was hurt. The situation was clear. Jay's murder was already igniting a cycle of violence throughout the town. Fans of the rapper, who had been steadily building a fanbase and collaborating with artists like Lil Durk and Boozy Badass, were left reeling. No one saw his death coming, especially considering how rapidly he was ascending in the music world. However, what many didn't know was the deep-seated street beefs that JayDaYoungan was caught up in, which had been simmering beneath the surface for years, largely unknown to his mainstream audience. Bogalusa and its surrounding areas are small, and the media often focuses on cities like Baton Rouge and New Orleans when reporting about Louisiana. Yet, the streets of Bogalusa were far more active and dangerous than many outsiders realized. Jay and his crew, known as the 23 Gang, had strong ties with another local group called La Familia, also known as FG. La Familia had long-standing alliances with other sets like Hunger Gang, and together, they controlled much of the region. However, tension started to rise in 2019 when La Familia began clashing with the Purple City Boys, or PCB, from the nearby town of Roseland. At the heart of this conflict was the feud between 700 Jeezy, a rapper from La Familia, and Tyketh, an affiliate of PCB. While no one outside the situation truly knows the motivations, the streets were rife with disses and threats. Then, in June 2020, tragedy struck. Tyketh, a member of PCB, was gunned down by 700 Jeezy in what authorities described as an ambush. This killing, which took place during a Father's Day celebration, set off a chain of events that would lead to even more bloodshed. 2 weeks later, 700 Jeezy, despite the heat surrounding him, collaborated with JayDaYoungan on a music video. But just days after that, the conflict escalated further, culminating in a deadly shooting at a party on August 8, 2020. What began as a celebration in the woods near Roseland turned into a chaotic and violent confrontation between La Familia and PCB. Shots rang out, and when the dust settled, an innocent woman named Zion Hutchison was tragically killed. Despite having no involvement in the beef, Zion was caught in the crossfire. Just feet away from her infant child, reports indicate that 700 Jeezy was allegedly one of the shooters behind the tragic death of Zion Hutchison, a victim caught in the crossfire during a violent altercation between La Familia and Purple City Boys. After the shooting, Jeezy reportedly fled the state, with JayDaYoungan allegedly aiding in his escape. However, the law eventually caught up with Jeezy, and in August 2020, he was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. As the investigation unfolded, it became clear that JayDaYoungan was also implicated in the case, leading to charges of accessory to second-degree murder and obstruction of justice for allegedly helping Jeezy evade capture. JayDaYoungan, however, denied any involvement, claiming he had no knowledge of the situation. While no one has been arrested in connection to JayDaYoungan's murder yet, speculation swirled that the Purple City Boys might have been seeking revenge for the killing of Tyketh, a member of their crew, whose death had been tied to 700 Jeezy. If Jeezy had indeed been the one to kill Tyketh, and if Jay had assisted him afterward, it stands to reason that Purple City Boys could have targeted Jay in retaliation in the aftermath of JayDaYoungan's tragic death. His childhood friend and fellow rapper FG Famous reportedly moved quickly to seek revenge for his brother's untimely passing. Despite their rising success in the music industry, both Jay and FG Famous were deeply embedded in street life, and it's rumored that FG Famous played a role in some of the shootings that unfolded immediately after Jay's death. In his track In the Name of 23, FG Famous made his intentions clear, rapping, "That was my brother, N, what the F asterisk 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 you think, I ain't gone slide? I'm trying to flush AN asterisk 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 asterisk, UF asterisk 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 asterisk, with that side and you gone, die slash I swear I wish I was right there, I would have cut back with my 9. Till all my ops put on a shelf, we ain't gone, stop slangin' that iron. I got this 30 like I'm Steph, I'm trying to put one in his mind slash you gotta feel just how I felt, on 23, be asterisk 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 asterisk, I'm a ride." Asterisk his lyrics reflected not only his loyalty but a deep-seated desire for vengeance, echoing his intent to keep up the pressure on their enemies. FG Famous had been entrenched in the streets since his youth, and his criminal record was no secret. The ATF had been watching him for some